All right, today I'm going to talk through the difference between F4 on the Mac and F4 on Windows, and also just kind of show you the ideal transcription setup for me on the Mac. I already did a video in a bit more depth on how I do it on Windows, and I just wanted to cover Mac OS as well. So, first of all, F4 Transcript has a native Macintosh app. Hooray, you'd think. But no, it's missing key features. So here's the native F4 Transcript app. Now, it does do the play pause just like normal F4 Transcript for Windows does, where if you watch this little scroll bar carefully, I'm going to hit play, and it's playing, pause. Now watch, when I hit play again, it jumps back automatically. That's great. That's something so that you can catch what was just said and so that you don't have to always be hitting the skip back button. You can just push play and pause and it takes care of it for you. But if you'll notice, when I click timestamps, nothing happens. Nothing whatsoever at all, which is a deal breaker. Because if we switch over to Windows, so this is running Windows using Parallels. Parallels Desktop, for which I purchased the standard license. And they let me run Windows apps, and so this is F4 Transcript for Windows. Looks very, very similar, deceptively similar. But when you click timestamps in Windows, you see how it jumped forward? It jumps to that point in the recording, so that you can click anywhere, a minute 6, 什么意思呢? And it could be right there, and it's just so convenient. And that is such a key part of how I use this software that it makes absolutely no sense to use the Mac version when I could use the Windows version. Is it a little more trouble to run it in Parallels as opposed to running a native app? Sure. In practice, not really though. So what I've actually done too is I've also installed my dictionary program in Windows, so that lives down here in the tray, so that more or less I can do all the things I need to do right here in Windows. So I get my little pop-up window with the definitions, just like on my PC. I can, and the great thing too is when I copy something here, like suppose lihai is something I'm not sure I have vocabulary-wise. I have used the Control key, Control CC, which is critical on a Mac because Mac users are used to Command C, but because this is Windows, you use the Control button instead. So I could copy that and swipe over here. Let's get rid of this worthless little app. And I can use it just like I do in Windows. So here I've got those same two windows open. I use Dropbox to synchronize files because Dropbox is very aggressive at keeping your files in sync the instant you save them. I've tried a lot of cloud services. I have tried iCloud. I have tried sync.com. I have tried OneDrive. I have tried some other random weird ones. And nobody comes close to Dropbox when it comes to instantaneous synchronization. So that's what I use. So I can come right here. Now I'm back in Mac land, but because Parallels keeps the clipboard from your Windows station, you can do Command Paste, and there you go. That's what we copied out of Windows. So it's pretty seamless coming from this little Windows environment here, getting a word definition, 生活. Now note, this is going to be Control CC, not Command CC. And it's going to give me the definition, 生活. Now on the Mac, I still can have that other functionality. So like I can still copy this text here and I can do Command CC. And I have that same program installed for the Mac. This is also Golden Dictionary, or Golden Dict is how they write it out. And so I have this program on my Mac living right here in the Macintosh tray, and I also have it in my Parallels living right here in the Windows tray. So it's pretty nifty. But more or less, the moral of the story here is that even if you're a Mac user, you can just go look at my video for how I do transcription in Windows, and it will all apply to you. The only difference being I use Parallels Desktop to run the Windows version of this program, because without clickable timestamps, like, why am I even using transcription software? Why not just set up VLC with a bunch of hotkeys in Microsoft Word, which I have done before. That was what I did for a long time. I just used VLC as a playback tool and hotkeys to play, pause, and skip. But what that lacked, and what most other things lack, is clickable timestamps. And That's kind of the whole story right there. That's kind of the reason to use transcription software. Anyways, that's just a quick look. And again, if you want a more deep dive into how actual transcription happens, just watch the Windows version of this video. I just wanted to explain a little bit how I get this exact same setup going on my Mac. Also, for keyboards, inside of this program here, you'll notice I also have Sogo installed. So when I'm in the Windows environment and typing, this is Sogo. This is not the Mac input system. This is the same system that I've explained in the Windows videos, because this is a Windows environment. But then if I come back here to the Mac environment, let's see here. Am I in? And I go to the Pinion keyboard. You'll notice it looks totally different, because in the Mac, their built-in Pinion is good enough for me. It's not annoying. On Windows, the built-in Pinion is garbage. So I install Sogo because it works better. Anyhow, that's more or less it. So what you can do if you're a Mac user is you can watch all of my setup videos for Windows and just do those inside of Windows 10 or what have you installed in Parallels, and then you can just know that it'll be a little bit different, but it's honestly remarkably similar. Pretty much identical.